Welcome to my October review. Venus is active on the first day as she makes an opposition to Jupiter. So this is always a feel-good day. This is a Saturday, so it's a great day for shopping and going out, socialising. But just be mindful that you don't overindulge, because we have Jupiter in that 12th house of the unconscious. So maybe unconscious desires to spend a little bit too much money or to overindulge with food or drink. Then on the 3rd we have Mercury turning direct, and this is always a good sign. And on the 6th he makes an aspect with Pluto, so this is a good time to evaluate and look at things that happened over the last 3 weeks while Mercury's been retrograde, and to make any adjustments, any decisions, put them into practice, so that as Mercury gathers momentum, as he comes out of the shadow period, you'll be able to take action. On the 7th, it's a good day to deal with any past traumas, insecurities or issues that affect your daily life and your routines, because the Sun is in that 6th, making opposition to Chiron. Chiron's the healing planet. It's a good time to heal any of those old wounds. Then on the 9th we have a full moon. Now this is a full moon in Aries, so that means it's in your 12th house, which is not so good, because full moon in 12th means you want to withdraw, you want to go inside yourself more, to think about things. But in Aries it's about action, so there's a bit of a dilemma there as to what you do, and you have to see how you feel on the day. But definitely there'll be two sides to this. There'll be the side, because we also have Mars making an aspect to Neptune. So we have two themes going on here. We have the full moon in Aries with Mars making an aspect, so that's a lot of energy that wants to go into things, and then we have the opposite side, which is Neptune in the 12th house. So you're going to have to balance these, but definitely it's a good time to recharge your batteries. It's a good time to think about things, and also it's a good time to review your finances, because we have Mars in that 2nd house. And Neptune in the 11th house of aims and goals for the future. So maybe it's a good time to sit down and put your energy into planning your finances over the next year or so. Now the other thing we need to think about is that the full moon next month will be in your sign of Taurus. So this will be a completely different full moon, and also it will be a lunar eclipse. So you need to tune in next month to find out about that. This month we have the Sun, Venus and Mercury coming very close together. So the aspects are repeating themselves because they are that close. And on the 10th we have repeat with Venus making opposition to Chiron. But here it's an opportunity to heal wounds, but from a relationship point of view, especially from the workplace. So there's any past hurts there, you can try to deal with those issues as well. And then the following day we have the Sun making an aspect to Saturn, who's in that 10th house of career and destiny. So it's a good time to look at your routines, look at the structure in your life, and see where you can make any positive changes. Analyse things, because we have the Sun in that 6th house. Analyse things and see where you can make your life run a little bit smoother. And then the following day we have Mercury making an aspect to Jupiter. So again, it's a good time for doing any paperwork, it's a good time for signing documents, and it's a good time for analysing again your routines and seeing where you can bring some new ideas into the equation. On the 13th we have a day when you just need to be a bit mindful of communication. The Sun makes a square aspect to the Black Moon Lilith in the 3rd house, so just be careful. Words could be exchanged, it could get heated, so make sure you consider your replies. Then on the 14th we have Venus making an aspect to Saturn, as the Sun did, and another opportunity to look at your structure in life and what you desire out of the changes that you could make. And then with the Black Moon having another aspect from Venus, maybe it's a chance to smooth things over. Maybe it's a chance now to, with Venus's abilities, being in Libra, the sign she rules, to smooth the waters and make sure everything's good. On the 17th and 18th, the Sun and Venus make aspects to Mars. Now Mars is in that 2nd house of finances. This is a good time to work on your finances. With Venus and the Sun being in the 6th house of work, it's a good time to position yourself for either a pay rise or a bonus, and work hard on earning more money. Now, the other thing about these two being in aspect is that the sexuality will be high. This is a time when you can attract someone into your life. If you use the law of attraction, this is an ideal time to put that into practice. And also, it's a great time to invest time in your relationship if you already have one. Now, on the following day, we have Venus and the Sun making an aspect. This is going to last for 8 days. But on the same day, we have an aspect of Pluto from these two. So this brings that intensity. Pluto in the 9th house wants excitement and adventure. So it's a good time to revitalise your relationship and get that passion ignited again. On the 23rd and 24th, it's an ideal time to analyse things and look at the detail in things. We have Mercury in your 6th house. This is the house of Virgo, which Mercury rules, the house of analysing. And Mercury makes an aspect to Saturn. Now, this is an important aspect because Saturn turns station direct on this day. So this is a very important aspect. And also, Mercury makes an aspect from the 24th to the Black Moon in the 3rd house of communication. So these three work very well together so that you can analyse the situation either in your work or in your career, your destiny or your public standing. All these areas will be affected and you'll be able to communicate well. You'll be able to make decisions. You'll be able to make successful decisions based on looking at things in a clear view. This is very good for making changes as well to the structures in your life. On the 25th, we have a very powerful solar eclipse. There's a partial eclipse in Scorpio, your opposite sign. So this is your 7th house. Now this eclipse is part of the South series and is renowned for bringing power into partnerships and relationships. So this is good for you because it sits right in that 7th house. This is a time when you can work very well with others, whether it's in a business partner or your own partner or generally with people. You will be able to connect with them. The only thing you need to be aware of is because this eclipse has links to Mars-Pluto aspect, you just need to be careful not to take over things and not to try to put too much pressure on people and make them do things your way. You need to be open-minded and allow things to happen. Put your energy and focus into achieving rather than taking control. Now, the other aspect to this eclipse is that you have Venus, the Sun, the Moon together, so this is very good for relationships. This is again a time when someone new could come into your life. This eclipse is also renowned for bringing unexpected events, so you could very quickly fall in love. You could meet someone, or it could be a friend or someone, but events can happen. These eclipses are unpredictable, so unpredictable events are expected with this. And also with it being in the 7th house, it's a great time to spend time with other people. It's a great time to focus your efforts on others. Next month when we have another eclipse, it will be in your sign of Taurus, so the tables will change and the focus will be on you rather than others. But for this month, focus on others, focus on their needs and work alongside them. You will achieve a lot. The theme of the eclipse is backed up by Mercury making 2 aspects on the 27th, once to Mars and Pluto, who are featured in that eclipse. So this is a time when you can use your mental energy to further your cause and to put your point across very easily. But with Pluto, just be careful again not to be too obsessed with things. And then on the 29th, we have an aspect between Neptune and the Black Moon Earth. This is a time when you can be with friends and form a good relationship with friends on the basis that there's a more spiritual connection with these people. And then to finish the month, we have Mars going retrograde on the 31st. Now, this is in your 2nd house, and this will happen for a few months and will not go direct again until January. So you just need to be careful over finances during this period. Don't get involved in any issues over money, because this could create anger within, and this could be bottled up inside. So just be wary of that. Tune in next month because, as I said, we have that total lunar eclipse in your sign of Taurus.